Hi, I'm Emily for Short Reads, and I'm here to talk to you about all things books. Today we're going to be talking about The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. And it's a bit different to what I usually read. I usually go down the fantasy romance route, whereas this is non-fiction and it talks a bit about science. Not too much science. You'll still be able to enjoy it if you don't have in-depth biology knowledge, but it is well written and everyone can enjoy it. So Henrietta Lacks was a woman born early 1900s, and she ended up being diagnosed with cervical cancer. And at the same time, you've got scientists that were trying to work out how to get cells to live outside the human body so that it would help with different experiments and tests. And for Henrietta, they took 2 samples out of her body, one of normal tissue and one of the cancerous tissue from her tumour. The normal tissue died the same way that any other tissue they'd tried to extract had, but for some reason Henrietta's cells from the tumour continued to grow, and they'd fit in any sort of vial or dish that they'd put in, and they'd keep growing. And suddenly it was realised that this was actually a medical miracle, because it meant that they could work out vaccinations, they could test to see how cells reacted to different diseases without actually having to have a human host. So a lot of the vaccines that we've got today all have used Henrietta's cells. Even more recently, Henrietta's cells were used with the COVID vaccine as well. It is very interesting to dive into the life of Henrietta and all of the rest of the Lacks family, because we find out that Henrietta never knew that they were taking her cells, and neither did any of the family. It was only more and more recently, when they got contacted by reporters, that they actually found out what had been going on. I recommend that you look further into this book. It's very interesting for a non-fiction, and I did rate it quite high. But I think the most shocking thing to consider is that Henrietta died in 1951, and yet her cells are still alive today. Thank you for watching.